how real is what goes on here on the show? When we see it, are we seeing the whole picture?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, it's just like picking one face out of the crowd. That camera disappears because we're so focused on what we're doing that you don't have time to think about it, especially when stuff really starts going
Trying to
down.
get us to do something too, like Hillstrand say this, I want to say that. You say it. I'm not saying it.
I think it's actually worse too because the cameras are fixed with us. So you guys don't really see what's happening. We're doing this.
And they follow you around.
Yeah.
Believe me.
It doesn't get any more real when they're
Sooner or
following
later
you.
they'll say
They get it all.
What was that say?
I said it doesn't get any more real. They'd follow you into the can if they could. Those guys they're serious. They're doing their job.
We did an update. He followed me. I told him I had to go to the bathroom. He followed me down there, so I pulled him in real quick, shut the door, dropped my drawers. I said, now update this.
So the show's had kind of a funny, talking to these guys. They always tell me like how the show's affected their worlds. One thing, Jonathan, I'd like to throw out to you is that, what is it? The whole idea that like we ask questions, we try to get in there and get information on these guys and try to give you more and more insight, family dynamics, communication. What'd you tell me about how the show helps you communicate with your family? Talking about Scotty, and it's like we don't have these conversations.
Oh yeah. So we're like our psychiatrists out there now. We can get all our feelings out. The camera kind of goes, because we don't know what they're thinking. They'll say Scotty's out there saying this, we never hear about it. So.
Yeah, you don't want to be.
Like having
you don't want to be on the
psychiatrist
couch in the Bering Sea, though. Not with these drinks.
Well, and then when you finally got out of him, he says, "I just love him a little more than I hate him." I gotta be doing my job. If they love you, you're not doing your job. So.
Yeah. Well, it's a weird dynamic. Everybody here has a family dynamic on their phone, so it's always a big issue. See, maybe you want to talk about the boat family, the home family, and how you have these two worlds.
Oh, that's like a Jekyll and Hyde syndrome. It's night and day. Yeah.
You're
I mean,
not-
like people watch the show and they look at you like you're just this badass mean captain, whatever you want to label us as. But then when you get home,
Everyone's true colors come out of the show.
But like when you get home, then you jump into your family life, and then you turn into this little pussycat, right, honey?
You mean you're not running around the house going, "Shut up and turn off the TV"?
No. Well,
He's only the captain. She's the admiral of the house. He's the captain. She's the admiral.
And it's weird. It's like this transition. It takes a couple of days. I mean, we use foul language once in a while. Sorry, but then you get home and it's like, oh man, did I say that?
Do you slam your fist down and ask for counts now?
Where's my coffee?
I want my coffee. I want it now.
You go from captain to crew member real fast.
That's what I thought.
Well, it's funny now, a lot of people here, especially, are connected to the Seattle area and grew up. But Phil, is can speak to this. Growing up, you always get, advice on what you're going to become and what you're going to be and where you're going to be. Phil's got a great story of how, now we all know him, we all love him. But tell a story from when you were in high school.
Well, I was voted least likely to succeed. It was a bad.
Well, then there's still time.
To really build your self-esteem, it was from the counselor in high school. And I'm not exactly school material, I'll tell you right out of the gate. But I tried. Used to get in a little trouble. So the first year I went crab fishing, I was 17 years old and I made $130,000. So
That was 50 years ago.
yeah. Oh shit. So I went to the bank and I asked for $42,000 in cash. And I wanted it in a brown paper bag. And I had a few drinks to pull the courage up for this one. My counselor that voted me least likely to succeed, her house was for sale. And they wanted $40,000 for that house. So I throw all the money in the bag. I go up to her house, I beat on the door. Her husband answers, and I just marched right in. The counselor was in the kitchen making dinner. I walked in their kitchen, dumped the cash out, said, "Now get out." And she started crying and ran up in the bedroom and wouldn't come out because she felt like an asshole. And they wouldn't sell me the house.
That's awesome. Do we want to move on to the audience here? Grab some questions on here.
I've never heard that before.